Hi guys, this is Sidney. So I'm on here today to share with you some messages that came regarding Ascension from the Dragon realm, the Angelic realm, and the universe source that I communicated, that I received messages with, received confirmations with. So I pulled the Dragon cards, the Ascension cards, and the Star Codes, Astro cards here with me already. And these are the cards that I pulled when I woke up today and yesterday, because I was waking up from this message and download that was really big. So the dragons came through about a week ago, I believe. And to be quite honest, right now what's really taking place is I can't really remember what I did or what happened yesterday, because right now the energy is just so in the here and now. I try to remember, but I can't. But from my intuition, as I'm just letting my intuition guide me through this, yeah, it's about a week ago, around the time before I fell sick, because I felt sick for the last 4 or 5 days, ever since I uploaded my last video on YouTube. And I was feeling this body ache. I was like, my body was really hot, and I had a very bad headache from all this head pressure, especially the third eye area here, and then the left side of my eyes and the brain here. And the sinus and the throat, everything like was like really bad, and I had to constantly like clear things up, like, take things out from the system. And then I was sleeping a lot, resting. So today I feel a lot better, so I could speak in front of the camera a little bit, and I was really feeling pulled to share these messages today. And so just bear in mind, my energy could be very low in that sense, because I'm still feeling that state of like real relaxation or surrender, or like my body is tingling all over right now. So take however resonates for you. And I feel like this message, if you are tuned to this video or resonating with this energy here, you may be a light worker, a star seed, new earth leaders, divine feminine rising, earth angels were the words that I was guided to share and put it out. And in general, you could be someone just waking up or have no idea what these words are, what they mean. But if you find this video and resonating, it may be for you. So you don't always have to know everything, but always your intuition guides you through something, and trust in the divine. And I went through that experience as well. When I didn't know any of this, I was pulling cards, I was doing this, and without realizing what I was doing. But as I was doing it, it was my soul starting to remember my past life, my talents and skills, and it had to come through that way slowly. So I welcome those groups as well. Okay. So actually, before recording this video, I attempted recording several times, and I stopped. And the last time, the reason why I stopped was, as I was saying things, I received more information and downloads. So I stopped, and then I was charging the phone, and then while I was charging, it was 444, and before I started to record this video, it was 333, and that I felt like, okay, today I need to do this, even though a lot of things are trying to distract me from sharing this message or putting this out today. And then while I was charging, I received the information that today, the 13th of March, the moon conjunct Jupiter. And with that, I received the confirmation because earlier today when I woke up, I really felt the strong pull to shuffle and pick Star Codes Astro Oracle cards that I haven't been doing for like many months. And so I was connecting with the energy, reading, and then really tuning in to the message. And it just confirmed because I have the moon card, I have the Sagittarius, and I have the Jupiter card here with me that I pulled. So it was a confirmation. A lot of confirmations that came with these cards today that I have been receiving the information with. So I'm feeling pulled to share this Alpha Dragon card that I pulled. So I will just read the message first. The message is: harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old. Visualize your dream. Help to manifest a new world. So this is the card. Once again, as you can see this card, you can connect to its energy. It's very high vibrational. There are codes embedded here. And then you can visualize this Alpha Dragon. And then this showering you with this code, helping you harness the divine masculine power of creation. So I'm going to share the meaning behind this. So what came was, for the past month, and especially like recently, I've been connecting with the timeline, the 8th century, 9th century, 10th century, 11th century, Europe, around Ireland, the Scandinavia, the Normandy of France, England. That area kept popping up, and the Celtic Ocean, or the Celtic, and what came was a history of Viking. So with that, I learned about what happened with the Vikings and what they did. And it was about the enslavement. It was about the age of darkness. That was the very hierarchical, patriarchal, the authority top-down based rather than power within. It was about power over. So it was about the survival of the fittest. So a lot of the stories that I learned, that spirit guides were sharing with me, my spirit team, that I learned, like, it was horrific. And I never knew about the history of the Vikings that in detail, and what they did and where they were going. A lot of slavery, a lot of killing. They had a lot of spiritual knowledge as well, but they weren't using it for the highest good, but they used it to conquer more, to obtain more, to dominate more. So killing was being honored, and killing in the name of winning was very much honored, is this the channel message that I'm getting right now. So we are still in that energy, and we are clearing that energy very heavily on a collective level that everyone is experiencing or has experienced in one way or another, in a home setting, in a institutional setting like schools, jobs, any places, because right now the structure is very much built on that. So with that, last month we were doing a lot of divine feminine healing. Right now in March, what we're doing, from what I got, was we are doing a lot of divine feminine energy healing. So for example, if you grew up under a lot of controlling parents, right? Parents with a lot of authority, like telling you what to do, and you should do this, you should study this, you should get married to this person, and this is what's best for you, and I'm doing this because I love you, right? All these things. And also a father figure or any authority figure who didn't like spend time with you, play with you, have fun with you, that allowed your divine feminine energy to flourish, the creative side, the flowy, the fun, the playful, the creative aspect within ourselves, but more that we learn that we need to work hard. We need to work harder. We have to be better. We have to do better, right? Constantly pushing and pressuring and forcing, oppressing, restricting, that suppress the divine feminine energy is what has been coming up. So right now, we need to lead with the divine feminine in the new golden age. And that's why we are doing a lot of purifying the heart space, because we cannot create or operate from that old system of the ego anymore. So we need to purify our heart, and that's why we are doing a lot of inner child healing at this time, especially in March, intensely. And also, something that I'm guided to share is that we think that all these timelines that we are talking about, right? Parallel timelines, different timelines that you are having separate lives in, we usually refer to them as versions of you, right? Your version in that past life, or your version in that parallel life. But actually, it's not a version, it is all you, because you're a multidimensional being. That means everything exists simultaneously. And so what came was Nostradamus. Nostradamus was connecting to people in the future timeline, like Dolores Cannon was communicating with him when he was in his timeline in this moment now. And they were communicating, and she put together a book, right? And so that came strongly since like yesterday, the multidimensionality of our own existence, that, you know, I could just close my eyes and I could speak in this timeline, but at the same time, I'm also in another timeline or in another dimension, traveling through my third eye, which is available for anyone or everyone at this time, but it's just that a lot of the layers have been blocking, like programming, right? That's why we're doing shadow work. That's why we are shedding all this like old skins, in a way, like snakes. So the snake energy is very much prevalent right now, shedding old skin in a sense, so that we could rise up, the phoenix rising in the spine, the kundalini rising. So I mentioned about the fasting and the physical cleanup in my latest video, and the further confirmation that came, anyone who resonated with that, anyone who received that as a confirmation, they gave me a sign, like they gave me the sign to communicate, to confirm to those of you right now that you may still wonder or doubt, that you receive the confirmation to clean up or get back to the healthier diet or something like that. But do not judge yourself. Do not feel guilty for what you did or didn't do. Just simply be in that growth mindset. Say, thank you. I learned something from that experience. Okay, I'm going to redirect, so that you don't hold the energy of guilt or self-judgment, because you want to simply honor everything, because every step you went through had a purpose. But it's just our ego constantly judging and doubting. So you needed to go through that experience to come to this point of realization about something. And so you want to thank that journey. Every step is a message that I'm also guided to share for those of you who are going to resonate with it. And so this Alpha Dragon came because, you know, when we were under this pressure of having to perform and work hard, and it's hard to play, it's hard to enjoy, and it's hard to celebrate our own self. And I grew up under a lot of controlling environments, controlling parents, very oppressive environment, and also at work, when I was in my corporate jobs, various like finance and like business and different organizations. I experienced a lot of different things and I learned a lot. And while I was going through it, it made me feel very small and constant fear. And later in hindsight, after, spiritual awakening and having to go through all of this, I realized, and I knew that I signed up to have that experience, to collect some data and information by first-hand experiencing, so I can help people with my experiences. So that became an asset now, right? And so my pain became an asset. So the reason why I'm guiding to share this is because what you're going through right now, your pain, you can see that as an asset to, if you see that as your growth journey, rather than why I'm like this or I don't like this and all this resistance. So when you are accepting what happened and focusing on what I learned from that, the realize from that, it becomes your stepping stone, is the message that I'm guided to share. So with the Vikings, also a lot of the killings that happened in Mexico around that time also came with different civilizations that took place there. A lot of human sacrifice, right? Because they believed in spirituality, but it was not in balance or in excess. So, like for example, they consider the sun, they worship the sun energy. So they started to collect gold. And to collect more gold, they needed more slaves to dig the ground. So they went on a war to collect slaves, basically. And so that's all the energy is from. And also the Wall Street energy came through before, and it came with confirmed information that Wall Street was once a slave market back in the days. And so the energy there is also needs to be cleared up. So all this enslavement energy throughout history in different regions came, also in China as well, like in that region, a lot of killings and wars and dominating, all these continents and territories. So with that, what also came is that right now we are clearing that timeline in history as the collective timeline. So that's why your role as a light worker, as a starseed, if you're a starseed, you want to stay dedicated and build faith in your shadow work that you may be going through right now. If you're a light worker, you know that you have a special mission here. And if you're a light worker and a starseed who have been committed to doing your work and breaking the generational karma, then you're now rising up as a new earth leaders, right? Or the earth angels that came from the angelic realm. You are here as an earth angel spreading love, right? So if you're connected to this video, there's a purpose. You have a very strong mission. And you don't want to judge yourself based on how you see yourself right now as a strong message. Honor your journey. And oftentimes we were being constantly measured in schools, at home, in society, at work, like A+, B+, C+, right? We were being compared, right? You were promoted, you were fired, you were like not promoted, you weren't recognized, you were recognized. So all these things made us the victim of circumstances. So that's how we gave our power away. So now it's time for us to take charge and take the power within us. It's like become the CEO of your own life is a strong message that is coming through for those of you who are going to resonate. That's like in the same sense that you are the creator of your own life. But in order to be the creator of our own life, we need to come out of the victim consciousness. So what came yesterday was like 1+1, like in shopping, right? A lot of 1+1 marketing. And then with that analogy that came in my head, I was laughing at it as I was, making connection to that, was that if you're a person who's blaming, that that you're also a victim. So that comes with 1+1, the victim mindset and the blaming. And if you're a complainer, that it comes with another baggage of you having a habit of blaming other people constantly. So complaint and blame comes as a package 1+1. So all this collective trauma that a lot of people are working with, it's like a chain reaction. So if you embody this habit, it comes to another, it links to another one, and it links to another one, it links to another one. It all comes down to you being a victim and constantly projecting them on other people because you are used to suppressing your own emotions to a point that you no longer see yourself, meaning you don't take accountability of yourself. You're constantly asking other people to take responsibility for you, whether it's emotion, whether it's situations, and that became a habit from this collective trauma that we all experience, that we became very defensive, meaning we went into a lot of the logical mind, the reasoning mind, in order to protect ourselves that way. And so right now we need to break our heart open. It's the energy that is constantly present and supporting us. So to break our heart open, we have to, it's like hit it until it cracks open. And when it's open, the light starts to come out. That's the image that I'm seeing. The heart exterior, like a still, like it's covering it up with all this victim consciousness that you don't want to get killed, you don't want to get hurt, you don't want to get punished, you don't want to feel like you're abandoned, you don't want to feel rejected. So we put all of these armor around, and then in order to crack it open, you have to like boom with the what is it? Like some sort of sharp thing, and then with a hammer, boom, 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 boom. So, and this acting is like a kind of, in a sense, spiritual awakening. And that's why it could feel very painful, and that's why it could feel very scary, but you need to keep it open, even meaning you need to keep facing your fears, facing your doubts, facing your own hurts. So it's relating to a lot of the inner child wound healing that we are going through, especially that is coming up even stronger at this time. So you may be experiencing some strong triggers. It is to all clear out that trauma or the wound that you may be holding, that may be keeping you in that victim consciousness, to crack wide open so you can embody this beautiful divine feminine energy and let that guide you through. Okay, so with that also, these timelines that I saw, the history, that in linear timeline or the concept of it, initially I saw that as, oh, okay, that's the past, what happened. But just before I realized it is still taking place because, as I mentioned, everything happened simultaneously. We are a multidimensional being. This is a multidimensional universe. So, That's why it is very important for us to be in the here and now, and then observe all of these happenings in all these different timelines still. And we are closing this timeline, clearing these timelines altogether. So at this time, we are closing all these timelines of extreme slavery. And with that slavery, the feeling, the need to control, the resentment, the anger that kept us as victims, and the need to revenge that fed more ego to, like, what came was Le Misérable, the main character, or like all these novels. I can't remember this Count of Somewhere in France. That's the title of the book, the novel that I read when I was really young. So like all this life, he was poor and he fell in love with a girl who he worked in this family that was richer, but then there is it Wuthering Heights? No. Anyway, so a lot of these things about revenge. Okay, so achieving and showing, becoming the count, becoming rich in order to punish certain people was the energy. So we are all clearing this timeline right now. And so this alpha dragon is coming on very, very strong, very important right now for us to clear that divine masculine energy within us in our solar plexus, so that we could balance this divine masculine energy of protection, become the protector, not, to protect yourself, but to protect the highest good of all that is connected to the divine. So we are fine-tuning these energies right now, and a lot of this are clearing at this time, okay? So I'm going to go to the next dragon card. It's the dark blue Galactic Dragon. I'm just going to... my throat is not perfectly well right now. So the message is, helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. So Alpha Dragon and the Dark Blue Galactic Dragons are from the 9th dimension. So they hold certain energies. You may want to connect with this energy, screenshot, and visualize this beautiful dragon, dark blue dragon, galactic dragon, coming down and showering you with these codes, and you receive them through your crown chakra and integrate all throughout your system in the physical body. Okay, so that is the message. Because there are a lot of cards, I'm going to try to go through quickly. The next card, this is from the seventh dimensional dragon. The green gold dragon from Sirius brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. So this is the card. And so you can visualize this beautiful green gold dragon from Sirius, because right now Ascension, 4 stars that I mentioned in the latest video, the Orion, Sirius, the Pleiades, and Neptune are supporting us very, very strong right now in March, and will continue to do so, but you will start to feel these energies more readily. So this has to do with activating our soul star, unlocking your spiritual gifts and knowledge and wisdom, because if you are here on earth as a star state at this time, and if you're connected to this video, you're likely one, you have to be at least seventh dimension, being or higher, in order to get an invitation from Gaia. So that's why we say it's an honor for you to be on earth at this time. But once we come in here, like, I volunteer to clear up this generational karma. I will take all the karmic baggage of my family and transmute it, because I have all the knowledge and I can do this. But actually, when we come down here, it's very different world, and we have to get used to a lot of different things, and it tests our strength, right? So that's why people forget. But once you start to remember that you have all the knowledge and gifts already, even though you are in doubt, you're in fear, you are in insecurities, in the first place, you are here is because you are qualified. Okay, so my spirit team, Ascended Masters, are strongly coming on right now to share this message that you are qualified, even though you don't feel qualified yet, even though you don't remember who you are fully yet, okay, is a strong message. And this card, the Orange Dragon card, is from the fifth dimensional dragon. Bring soul families and communities together, spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. Okay, so this is the card. So a lot of the soul tribes are merging as we are clearing up, as we are balancing out the divine feminine, divine masculine within, healing our shadow aspects, ego, integrating them, dealing with, facing with our fears, right? So as we are cracking open our heart, we are coming into union, right? And so you can visualize this orange dragon coming down and showering you with this remembrance, this energy to help you activate. Okay, and then I have two cards from the fourth dimension, Earth and Fire Dragon and Earth and Water Dragon. So Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. When you give, you receive. So this is the fire, earth, dragon. So you can visualize this dragon coming down. And what you can do is, if you want to be of service to Gaia, you can go out in nature and then call earth and fire dragon, and then they're coming down through a crown chakra. You become the channel, the bridge, and then you embody this through your different chakras and let it out through your earth star chakra, and then visualize and command this energy spreading out all over the forest, expanding to different lands, waters, and all this area around you, even different continents. This is something that I used to do every day, literally, like at the end of 2019, 2020, a lot. So if you're drawn to this energy, it not only moves your energy, but this is also helping you, that you are here on a mission of service. If you are still in that state of spiritual awakening, going through the dark night of the soul phase, you can still do this. Okay, you can still do this and provide service, even though, because we have this idea that I can only do this when I'm fully healed, or I can only do this when I'm there. But actually that's an illusion, is what I'm guided to share, because you are capable in every moment. Even though you're healing, you're capable of certain things. Okay, and as you heal more, the area that you can help and provide service will expand even more so, and that's how it's going to work. So you can still help people while you are healing, while you are going through pain, because you have that ability to relate and love, and there's that kindness inside you already. Okay, so earth and air dragon represent a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. Okay, so earth and air dragon. So you can visualize dragon coming down, allowing you to stay grounded and balanced. So the air is a lot of the mentalism, and we could leave our body easily or overly live in our mind or overthink things. So this very earthy energy is very much present right now, grounding your energy to help you stay on course as the frequency is constantly rising, so that we stay in balance in the here and now. Okay, because when we're in overly masculine energy, it's easy for us to go into the future or even the past in comparison, constantly wanting more. So with the star codes, astro cards, what I got was plus Athena. I'm just going to quickly show you. Jupiter card here, abundance. Cancer, immerse. Sagittarius, expand. The moon, perception. 7th house, relationship. So right now what I got was with the confirmed information that astrologically today the moon is conjuncting Jupiter, and there's this big expansion energy that is taking place in the collective, the Sagittarius aspect. So if you have a lot of Sagittarius placements in your chart, it could be something that you want to work with, that you need to balance this energy out, because the Jupiter represents abundance and Sagittarius expansion, and it could feel like you have a lot of options and abundance, but it could at the same time make you feel overwhelmed or go into the ego. And so we need to stay in balance. With the Jupiter, it's the same with abundance. And with Pallas Athena, think, meaning we need to use our logical reasoning mind. And that's a very important aspect, or a skill set or an energy. But that we shouldn't look down on the divine feminine aspect within ourselves. So it has to work with the divine feminine energy, that logical reasoning senses must integrate with that divine feminine energy to work from the heart center. And that energy is very, very powerful. So Athena, that goes into the head of the Zeus, the father who killed her mother, and that gave him such bad headache, was the message that came for me to share, that we don't want to underestimate the power of the divine feminine energy that's within us, because sometimes it's very soft, kind, and gentle. And when someone who's not in balance or appreciating this energy, they see that as like an underdog or a pushover when you are very kind. But when you are coming from a very balanced place and you are kind, you notice everything, right? You see through the deceptions. And when someone tries to play the power struggle like that, you also have the power of a very strong, balanced, divine masculine, right? But you don't have to be aggressive, right? So when you're balanced, we don't have to use aggression, but it can be very powerful energy. You can be very assertive, but in a gentle manner, but that is very strong and that has very commanding energy. Okay, so that is coming on very strong with Pallas Athena. And the Cancer also, I've been seeing a lot of 69. So that has to do with the hard shell, you know, of a crab, and inside is a very soft, the softness inside. So we must crack open that in order to find home within, bring home within, is a message. Also the moon perception. So tune into your intuition, continue to do so, and you can look into your moon in astrology. So where is your moon is placed, and work with the energy, the strength and weaknesses, and balance them out at this time, and operate on your intuition. And to listen to your intuition, you need to disconnect on a regular basis and fully see yourself. And we often want this from other people. Like, you don't see me, you don't hear me, you don't have time for me, right? But actually it's you who need to do that first and foremost. Are you giving yourself the time and the place and this undivided attention to yourself, without reading anything, without doing anything, without, we call that meditation at times, right? It could be in many different forms. So it's when you do that, you can listen to yourself, your needs and wants, what you need to clear. You can even communicate with your subconscious mind, right? Process things. And the seventh house, relationships. So the seventh house relationship is about the balance. Right now, a lot of the relationships are based on codependency. And I grew up in a very codependent household. And, you know, that's why I developed like pleasing habits and all of that. It's because it's always or constantly working under certain expectations. So the relationships for the golden age shouldn't be based on testing the other person or your partner, but has to focus on honoring the root, in nurturing and growing and harnessing the root of the relationship is a strong message. So when you have expectations, you're constantly testing your family members, your partner. Is he or is she going to deliver this? You know, bring this to me or do that. And so we are constantly in a place of defensiveness that's preventing our heart from fully opening and connecting on a genuine, authentic level. We are constantly feeling guarded, but that we can, you know, we don't want to judge yourself too much. It's because we grew up in a very survival, controlling environment in general. So a lot of us feel guarded to a certain degree, and a lot of people hold hidden insecurities even though they may appear pretty confident in society or in a position that they're in at work or somewhere. And we're also put on a certain mask, right? A persona to show other people in order to feel like I'm doing well, the divine, strong divine masculine that's wounded, right? Or suppressing the divine feminine. So it blocks us from communicating or feeling our own emotions or expressing them on a genuine level, because there's a fear attached to that, fear of the outcome, fear of the rejection, fear of abandonment. So we are all healing these aspects right now. But also what I'm guided to share is, as you go through this process, be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself. You know, you don't want to judge, or you don't want to like constantly push yourself to, okay, like crack your heart open. I need to do this more. I need to do that more. I need to release this more. I need to be more. So when we go through a shadow work, we could easily fall into a victim of what's falling short, what I need to work on, what I need to grow. But at the same time, we want to balance that out with celebrating yourself is a strong message that is coming. So celebrate where you are. And with this, from my experience, I didn't know how to celebrate myself. Like I asked my spirit team, help me to teach me what like I need to understand. I don't get what celebrating myself really means that everyone's talking about. And like back in the days in high school when I was writing essay, and the question was, what are you proud of yourself? I couldn't answer because I didn't understand the concept, because I never heard about it. I never thought about it. So that's how bad it was in a sense, right? That when I was in sleep, like, what does it mean, like, proud of myself? I couldn't answer a certain question. It's like, I remember I tried to write down all the things I'm grateful for. I couldn't write a single word. Like, this is literal. Like, I couldn't write a single word because nothing came to my mind, and I didn't know how to write it. I don't know what to write it. And so there's like, I don't know, like the frustration came because nothing came out of it when it comes to feeling gratitude, because I was in that deep programming and taking on a lot of the generational karma. And so we are slowly working, right? And with that, we always want to be gentle. And whenever you are ready to a point that you feel comfortable, but then you don't want to stay too comfortable. So it's like a balancing game constantly. So you don't want to push yourself too hard, but you want to allow the divine feminine, the heart energy, to open up so that you could venture out. You feel a little bit more trusting about the world and the environment and the people around you, and that you get out of this defensive mode is the energy that is coming right now. So a lot of people are like have been opening their heart up, right? And the universe, the source, and all the star systems are helping us to help us fully open that heart so that we could live in this beautiful energy of love, harmony, equal exchange of give and receive, and understanding what it means, respect and integrity, honesty, truth, authenticity, right? And also making sure to build a new golden age. We are creating not from our ego to gain for myself or gain more for myself, but we are using our gifts and talents to share with the world, share with the people, and help and align them with the highest good of all at this time, right? So that is all coming on very strong. And what I'm picking up on is this rainbow energy from Moon in Pallas Athena. You see the rainbow energy here, the rainbow energy here. That represents a lot of the positive change for a lot of people in the collective. For those of you who are watching, even though you're unsure, you are exactly where you need to be, even though you are in doubt. So something that you can do is, if you are in doubt, or if you're not sure whether I'm this, I'm confused, I'm back and forth, when it's our stories and what we say that's creating the energy, okay? That is the reality that you're experiencing. So when you find yourself saying these things, you can rephrase them, reframe them in a positive direction. Say, thank you, universe, for my confusion. Thank you, universe, for my doubt. Thank you, universe, for all my fears right now. So I notice them. They're on the surface, so I can work with them. I realize them. I'm ready to face them. And I thank you for this opportunity. And you rephrase them in a way that you wish yourself to be. For example, I'm in this place of confusion. I don't know where I am, but I'm thankful for this confused state because I know that you're always guiding and protecting me. I'm going to have that clarity in divine timing. That's one example, right? So you're always heading in the direction of where you need to, or where you wish to be from this point onwards, from this here and now, by thanking. And when you are thanking, you are accepting what is. But when we are saying, oh, I'm not sure whether this is happening, blah, 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 we are in a lot of resistance. That's creating more confusion and chaos. So that is something that you can work with at this time. Okay? And I have low battery, so I'm going to go through these cards quickly. So lastly, I'm going to share the Ascension cards with you. So recording this video, I had to face a lot of distractions that stopped me. So I just charged my battery, so I don't have much, but I'm going to go through quickly. First is the Pleiades. The affirmation is, I open my heart to love and healing from the Pleiades. So the Pleiadian energy is very much about the healer energy, and they're spreading love energy on Earth right now. So how you can do it is you can visualize this healing blue light that is awakening you, your wisdom within, your gifts within, as you shower yourself with this beautiful light from the Pleiades. So you could be connected to certain animal spirits, or you could see these animals quite often if you are in support of this love energy from in your heart healing. Is sheep, pandas, and pigs. And whenever you connect with them, they're coming in to support you. You can always thank them. And another one is the gold and silver cloak. So the affirmation is, I am in total balance and harmony. So whenever you need to, you feel like you need to find some harmony within, or the balance within, or you want to do that, you can bring in this gold and silver cloak, and then draw that energy from the angelic realm, you know, imagining and visualizing this light coming down and then showering you and cloaking you so that it purifies your energy field, the auric field, and that you feel enlightened in that energy of harmony and balance. Okay. And the next card was Orion. So affirmation is, I honor the masters of Orion and visit them in my sleep. So what happens in Orion, there's a lot of cosmic wisdom you can download, and you can do this while you're showering or lighting a candle or some sort of high frequency music or walking in nature. And it helps with the soul star chakra. And so you can call on Archangel Mariel as well to light up your soul star chakra with this beautiful magenta energy. So you can visualize this beautiful magenta energy coming down, pouring from Archangel Mariel, touching your soul star, and then you're embodying that all throughout your chakras inside your body, all the way down to your earth star. Okay. That's something that you can also invite the Archangel Mariel to visit in your dream time or during your sleep time to help you activate that. The last one is the cosmic heart. So affirmation is, I am the cosmic heart. So this one is inviting you to connect with the energy of Venus, which I've been feeling quite heavily since the end of February. So you can have access to the Venus of pure unconditional love that is held there. That is the 9th dimensional frequency. Okay. So we are now available or having the access to, or have that access to that energy or the frequency. So it is connected to Mother Mary or the unicorn. So you can call on Mother Mary and you can visualize this beautiful, bright, pure white lights coming down, showering from Mother Mary, or unicorns. If you have a personal unicorns, you can work with them, or you can just simply visualize unicorns. And then, you know, through that, you know, the core, they can transmit the pure unconditional love energy. And I used to work with a lot of unicorn energy at the end of 2018, 2019, around 2019, 2020, when I was going through a really heavy dark night of the phase, the shadow work phase. So I needed their support, and that's when I met my personal unicorn, Keisha. So they can purify your energy field, helps you feel better so you can stay in your higher perspective to see things, to dissolve things rather than get immersed or to identify with it. That keeps you in that victim or the fearful state. Okay, so with that, what I'm seeing is I see a lot of sequential numbers like 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see the 7, 8, 9 with the Ascension card. So a lot of the elevated energy that I'm feeling from these numbers, and then also the mirroring numbers like 12, 21, like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 5, 6, you know, or the reverse. So a lot of the mirroring is happening where we are clearing our inner child, the ego aspect, in the subconscious programming, all in this elevated light. So I want you to keep your faith to the divine, constantly thanking so that you can be in the here and now, and then allow yourself to heal in an amount that you can, what's the word? That you are ready for. So you don't want to do anything overboard or get greedy. That, you know, you want to get rid of everything quickly right away, which I understand. But everything needs to be in a gradual process. So you are building a solid, stable ground. Okay, your root is solid. You're not just building something from thin air or that is unstable, that is not solid at this time. So make sure that allow yourself to work with the rhythm of your intuition and the flow rather than forcing yourself to something because you want to see the result or get somewhere quickly is an illusion, because everything is in divine timing and you are the master and the creator and CEO of your reality. So even though I'm speaking with you or I may be in front of a person next to me, we are all in a different holographic reality. And when we say, I'm going to show up here at 5 o'clock, it's because we agreed to it. It's showing up in our reality in a holographic image. So that's how it's all working. So know that you are constructing your reality all of the time. Okay. So with that, lastly, I was pulled to use my selenite so that I can help you feel purified and cleansed. Okay, so if you feel drawn to this, you can simply connect to it, accept it. I'm bringing the dragon energy so that it helps you transform and heal yourself and expand. Wala kaya iya kau wala la iya kuku wala la iya kau wala la 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 iya kuku wala la ikuku wala iya kakaru lululu wa iya kakau wala. So the ninth dimensional Arcturians are here, the dragons are here, the Avalon is here to support with your divine masculine energy healing right now, bringing you that transformative healing power from the dragon. And then ninth dimensional Arcturian supporting you with the physical upgrade. So if you've been wondering whether you should clean up your diet, go back to healthier diets, the answer is yes, is what I'm guided to share at this moment. Because we are activating our 12 strands of DNA that need cellular cleansing, the physical body cleansing right now. So if you're wondering about that, if you have been questioning, and if you saw that as a confirmation, then that means the universe, your spirit team is telling you that you're ready for this upgrade right now. Your body, your level of consciousness is in a right place for that to receive this. So they are requiring you to put in your efforts into it so you can co-create it, is the message that I'm guided to share and channeling right now. La 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 ia kakua la la ia la 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 ikikia kawa la 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 ia la la ukukua la ia la 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 ia wa 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 ia la kaka wa kikia ka wa 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 wa. This warrior spirit, the divine feminine, is divine masculine is coming. Woo wa wa, the fire energy. Woo woo wa 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 ikaku wa wa wa. From the Avalon, from the dragons. Wa wa ikikia wa 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 wa. Okay, so it's helping you to stay balanced. Okay, ground your energy. And then lastly, I'm feeling called to get in touch with your inner child and speak with your inner child. Let them know that you are special. You light up this world, my child. You are bright. You are beautiful. You don't have to do anything to be beautiful. You don't have to do anything to be special. You just are, my child. Okay, beauty is not caused, it just is. You are the wonder, the universe. You are the star. Okay. So allow your inner child to flourish like a beautiful, unique flower that simply is, that radiates its own unique light that we call beauty. Allow that to happen. Say and speak these words to your inner child that your inner child may never heard. Get them used to hearing these words from your adult self, who's more integrated now. Okay, so that is the message. Last message I feel guided to share at this time. So today, personally, to record this video, I went through quite a bit, a lot of distractions, a lot of re-recording, low battery situation, a lot of things trying to block me. But whenever a lot of huge energies are activating, a lot of distractions can take place. But just know that you are stronger than any of this, and you always have the power within, the wisdom, and your intuition is always guiding you to a right place. So just trust in yourself, okay? Tell yourself that you have everything to overcome anything or any challenge right now that you may be facing at this time. And continue to spend time with yourself, meditate, ground your energy so you can allow any of these insecurities, doubts, and fears in the subconscious to come to the surface so you can see them, recognize them, and then transform them. Because these fear energies are the fuel for your love, okay? Because energy never dies, it only transforms. So it's your love, it's your heart that can transform and make use of this energy, and your painful experiences can become an asset that can help light up the world around you or help other people in the near future. And you are in this place because there's a purpose and a mission within you that you are to do so. So trust your journey, and then continue to thank and celebrate yourself, okay? And with that, I'm sending you lots of love, support from where I am to where you are, and that you are never alone. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.